February 14th, 1943. Dawn over the pale blue waters north of Guadalcanal. The sun has not yet lifted above the horizon, but its first narrow blade of light cuts across the Pacific and touches the rising humidity. The sea glows faintly, a shifting mirror of silver and violet. Far above it, at 12,000 feet, a lone aircraft slices through the layered morning haze, an F4U Corsair, its distinctive inverted gull wings catching the first hints of sunlight. Inside the cockpit, Lieutenant James "Red" Harriman of VMF 124 tightens his gloved hand around the control stick. The airframe vibrates, low, powerful, confident. The Pratt & Whitney R2800 engine responds like a living beast beneath him. At full power, it emits a guttural roar unlike any fighter he has flown before. He can feel the torque climbing up through the airframe and into his bones. But the Corsair's beauty is lost on many. On the ground, men scoffed at its strange bent wings, its long snout, its stubborn landing behavior. Even the Japanese pilots, veterans of China and Pearl Harbor, mocked it in intercepted intelligence chatter. They called it the bent-winged bird. They called it slow to climb, too heavy, too complex. They said it would never match the Zero in a turning fight. That mockery lingers in Harriman's mind this morning. As he levels off on patrol, he breathes slowly, calming himself. The Pacific is wide, the sky even wider. Somewhere ahead, the enemy is hunting. He scans to his left. 3 more Corsairs fly in a loose finger 4 formation. VMF 124's first operational missions began only days earlier. No one, not the Japanese, not the Marines, not even the pilots themselves, fully understands what this new machine is capable of. But today, something will change. Harriman feels it. Below, the waters begin to brighten into turquoise fields streaked with shadows of clouds racing across the surface. The morning stillness is broken only by his engine's steady rumble. Then, in his headset, "Red lead, this is Blue 2. Contacts, 11 o'clock high. Looks like zeros. 6, maybe 7. Harriman's eyes snap upward. Small specks, moving fast, closing faster. He does not tense, he focuses. He lowers the nose slightly to gain speed. The Corsair responds instantly, diving with predatory intent. The Japanese formation is elegant, precise lines of Mitsubishi A6M Zeros, sunlight glinting off their pale fuselages. Their flight leader, an ace named Watanabe Kojiro, with 15 confirmed kills, glances downward with mild curiosity. Intelligence briefings had mentioned a new American fighter with odd-shaped wings and poor maneuvering. Something to be mocked, not feared. Watanabe gives a short, dismissive laugh inside his mask. These new Americans are always trying something strange. New engines, new wings, new tricks. None of it matters. Skill matters. Instinct matters. And the Zero, light as a dragonfly and razor-sharp in the hands of an experienced pilot, has ruled the Pacific for 2 years. He tilts his aircraft into a shallow descent, preparing to toy with the incoming enemy. But then his breath catches. The Americans are not climbing. They are diving. And they are diving fast. Far too fast. Harriman pushes the stick forward firmly. The Corsair folds into the dive with startling stability. The Japanese pilots expect the American fighters to pull up early, like wildcats always do, bleeding airspeed in fear of ripping their wings. But the Corsair's gull-wing frame holds together even as the altimeter unwinds like a spinning coin. Watanabe's eyes widen. That
should not be possible. The distance between the formations collapses. Harriman speaks calmly. "Stay tight. First pass only. Do not turn with them." He squeezes the trigger. The Corsair's 6.50 caliber Browning machine guns erupt in a blinding blaze. Tracers streak through the sky. 1-0 disintegrates instantly, debris spinning in a halo of burning fuel. Harriman overshoots at tremendous speed, the Corsair rocketing past the Japanese formation. Instead of climbing, he rolls inverted, using the altitude he saved to reposition. The Japanese pilots attempt to follow, but their aircraft bleed energy in the climb. Watanabe curses. This American fighter is not behaving like anything he expected. It dives faster, accelerates harder, and retains energy in a way no Allied machine ever has. He tries to pull his formation into a defensive spiral, but it is already too late. The Corsairs come around for a second pass, and this time the Americans are ready. Each pilot driving his machine through the air with confidence born not of experience, but of instinct. The gull wings, once mocked, cut cleanly through the morning sky like sweeping blades. Harriman locks on to Watanabe's tail. The Zero tries to twist away. It cannot. A burst. A flash. The Pacific receives another burning shape. And in that moment, without ceremony, without warning, the myth of Zero invincibility begins to fracture.